I'm going to show you how we live off-grid in our camper van without having to worry about conserving electricity. So starting off, we chose to install 500 amp hours of lithium power into our van. And what powers those 500 amp hours is our 600 watts of solar, our DC to DC charger from Victron, and our inverter charger from Renogy. We keep all of our electronics in this box right here, and I'm going to open it up and show you exactly the way everything works. So to power our battery bank, we have a 60 amp MTTP solar controller from Renogy, a 30 amp Victron Orion DC to DC charger, and a 2000 watt pure sine wave inverter charger. So for us, the biggest game changer is the solar panels that we have and the DC to DC charger. We have the pure sine wave inverter charger, but we've actually never used the charging part of it because the DC to DC charger and the solar work so well. We normally drive about 1 hour a day, and the DC to DC charger charges our batteries at about 30 amps an hour, which is really efficient and we're really happy with it. And the solar fluctuates depending on how much sun is out, but it typically charges our batteries at between 20 and 30 amps. We also have a 120 volt fuse box for all of our AC outlets, a Lynx distributor to help keep wires and fuses organized. So the reason we decided to install 500 amp hours of lithium is specifically because we installed a 12 volt air conditioner and we wanted to make sure that we had enough battery power to run it long term. And to have the most efficient electrical system, we went with all 12 volt appliances like our refrigerator, our max air fan, our water pumps, our LEDs. Basically everything runs off of 12 volts, and you can find all those appliances in the description below. We also have 35 gallons of fresh water on board that gets pumped into the sink through a 12 volt water pump, and we also have a reverse osmosis system to make sure we have nice clean drinking water. And if you're building your own camper van, I recommend you to run all your plumbing using PEX because it's more flexible and it's less likely to freeze. So we have two things that run off of propane in our camper van, one being the ProPEX heater, which is mounted underneath our van, and the other being our stovetop. So the reason we love this stovetop so much is because it can last for about 4 months on 1 tank of propane with everyday use. And we also love the ProPEX heater because it gets rid of all the exhaust fumes right through the outside. It has a thermostat which turns on automatically and lasts about 2 weeks of everyday use on 1 tank. This van conversion took us about 2.5 months to complete and cost us about $80,000 US including the van. I did save a ton of money by doing all the work myself, but if you're planning on buying a camper van already pre-built, you can expect to spend a lot more than $80,000. If you're planning on building your own off-grid electrical system and you have any questions, send us an email to beerrunbus@gmail.com because I'd love to help you out. And if all else fails, we have our Jackery Explorer 2000 Pro that gets charged up by our 200 watt solar panel. And that's how we live off-grid in our camper van. Be sure to click that subscribe button, but I'll see you in the next one. Peace.